Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are gonna have an awesome week. It's Monday. So what I wanted to do was use that Makeup Geek sparkler in the shade Milky Way. So this is the sparkler right here. Let me zoom in to see if you guys can see the color. It's like a silver and it has like multi-dimensional colors in it, like rainbow specks, but it's mostly silver. So this is what I created, guys, right here. It's like a awesome smoky night out look, or just wear it whenever the hell you want. So anyway, guys, stay tuned. Continue watching if you want to see how I got this look. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, guys, and give this video a thumbs up. All right, thanks. My eye is already primed, so I'm gonna go in with tape so I can get this sharp line there. Now, obviously this looks really funny and dramatic, but once you put all your makeup on, it all comes together. And the reason why I'm doing my eyes first today is because I'm using a loose glitter, and that would definitely not be fun trying to get that off my foundation. So I'm gonna take some tape and I'm just gonna relax my eye, because a lot of times if I try and lift it up and then I relax, the tape isn't in a good spot, because if I'm like normally relaxing my eyes. And the reason why I like this look is because if you have hooded eyes like me, if you try and do a wing liner and then you're like, why does it not look as uplifted? Why does it look droopy? It's because when you relax your eyes, it droops. So when you use this tape technique, you can see there is no drooping whatsoever. I laid the tape down so you can still kind of create that wing look, but with eyeshadow. So I'm gonna relax my eye. I'm gonna put the tape where I want it. Typically, I have it line up with the bottom lower lash line and just have it follow up. Like so. And now I'm just gonna leave it there like that. All right, so like I said, I already primed my eyelid. I only used 3 eyeshadows for this look, so it's very simple. It's nothing crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Modern Renaissance palette, because I'm using 2 cool tone colors with this. This is the warm taupe shade in the Renaissance palette, and I'm going to use the JH36 from the Morphe Jacqueline collection. This is just a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to dip into warm taupe, and I'm going to put this into my crease. Just very lightly. And I'm going to dip into that a few times. Once I start depositing the color, I'm going to bring it out here. These colors blend really nicely. And the good thing about tape is you can be as sloppy as you want, because then when we go to lift it off, it's just going to have that really nice straight line. I'm going to go in one more time. I lift my eye like that, so I make sure I'm not getting any like creases or anything like that, because when my eye's like super relaxed, you can see how you have more like wrinkles and stuff in your eye. So I raise my eyebrows so I make sure it's nice and smooth. Then I'm gonna just take a big fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna go along the top here. There's nothing on here. This is the JH30. I'm just softening that up by the brow bone, so it's not as harsh. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the dark brown in this, the Cypress Umber, the dark brown shade. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the, what is this? The JH40. It's a tiny blending brush, but it's pointed, so I really like it because I can really get it into that crease. So I'm going to dip into Cypress Umber, and I'm going to put this into my crease. Obviously not all the way up here. I want to keep it more in this area. So I'm going to start laying down where I want it. And I especially like this brush because my eyes are so small and hooded. I can't use a big fluffy brush, especially in this area, because then all of this just gets covered with eyeshadow. But a small brush like this really helps you blend in that inner corner area without it going too crazy. So I'm just gonna take this brush, I'm setting down some color into this area. I dip in a few times, and now I'm gonna start to create that shape that I want. So I'm gonna start putting it here, like that. And then just bring it back into the crease, like so, guys. Now, if you don't want something this dramatic, you don't want something to wing out as much, just keep it to like here. Don't take it out as far as me. This palette, the shades just blend so nicely in this. It's so nice. All right, so we've got this brown in here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into the fluffy brush that I was using initially with no extra product. I'm just kind of going over the top, like so. You just want to make sure these blend nicely into each other. I did not dip into any colors, just whatever's on this brush. I'm going to dip into a little bit because I want to make sure it's blended out here. Okay, so now that I have that dark brown in there, I'm going to go in with a little bit of black. Now this palette doesn't have black, but I'm just going to go into a different Anastasia palette. This was a special one, but any black shadow will do. This is from the Shadow Couture palette. And there's the black shade Noir in it, which I actually think is a basic shade of hers that you can get on its own. Well, I happen to have it in the palette. So this time I'm gonna be a little bit lighter, and I'm literally only dipping the point into this black. And now I'm gonna do the same thing, but just try not to blend this one quite as much. I'm gonna put this black in here. Lightly blending it. I'm not using a lot of pressure. I'm gonna dip in again. Always start off with a smaller amount because you can always build it up. It's obviously easier to build shadows up versus try and take them away. Now again, I'm going to go into the blending brush and I'm going to go back into that initial shade we used, which was Warm Taupe. Put a little bit on the brush, and I want to just blend this out a little bit more here. I'm going to take the black again on that brush we used, and now I'm going to put some on the outer corner. Like so. So now we're getting that same effect on the other eye. This black is really easy to blend as well. So her palettes are really easy to work with. If you're a beginner, I definitely recommend them. They're pigmented though, very pigmented, but they blend very nicely. I'm gonna take that big brush one more time. No product, I'm just kind of blending over the top here so it blends up nicely. All right, now we can take the tape off because we've done that basic shape that we're looking for. Do you see how sharp that is? Now, I typically come up too high, so then what I just do is I take a makeup wipe or something like that. I don't have one in front of me, I'm just gonna use my towel. I kind of just wipe down like this because I don't want it like going past my eyebrow. So now we're gonna put down some glitter glue. I typically use the NYX glitter glue, so if you don't really want to do a cut crease and bother with like the concealer and whatnot, you can kind of just use your glue and kind of like create a like sharp shape, which is kind of what I did with this eye. So I'm going to take a little bit of glue on a flat brush. This is just a brush from e.l.f. It's actually a concealer brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of glitter glue to start on my eye. So I'm going to start kind of just applying it in the center here. Then I'm going to add a little bit more. And now I'm going to kind of try and do a better shape with it. I do have to make my eye a little bit more taut. Make sure I get it in this inner area. And now I'm going to draw the shape of exactly where I want the glitter. Okay. And then I almost go all the way over, but not quite, okay? So now let's go in with the glue. I'm using a Makeup Geek glue, Milky Way. It's a really pretty glitter. So I'm gonna now take the same brush, I'm gonna dip right into it, and I'm gonna start plopping it on, very easy. Very messy. You could put powder under your eye, but I haven't done any of my other makeup yet. I really like this glitter glue. It's inexpensive and it works great. So now I'm just gonna take my brush with whatever glitter is left on it. I'm kind of just gonna go over the line like that. And there you go, we got the glue all over our eye. So now to help that blend a little bit more, I'm gonna go back into that brush and the black. I'm gonna dip into it just a little bit, and I'm kind of just gonna re-go over that line here. I'm gonna dab a little bit of black. And then I'm just gonna feather over it a little bit. So now we are gonna go ahead and take some black liner since we are gonna be using lashes. I don't obviously need wing and liner because I have this very dramatic shape with the eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna put a very thin line above my lashes. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put on some mascara. I'm gonna put the other eyelash on, my base makeup, and we'll come back and we'll finish up the eyes. Alright guys, so I am back. I basically did my face makeup as well as my lipstick. So we're gonna finish off the eyes, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a black eyeliner and I'm gonna go ahead and put that into my lower waterline. Then I'm gonna go into my black shadow and I'm going to take a flat definer brush. Any flat brush is fine. This is from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe collection, the JH43. And I'm gonna take that black and I'm gonna put it close to my lower lash line, kind of linking up with this line here. So it's gonna link up. Like so. And I'm not bringing it all the way in. This is obviously a smoky look, perfect for going out. Like 1 o'clock or so, maybe on a Monday. And I have errands to run, so I'm gonna go to the bank and whatnot. Like, I love makeup. I love dramatic makeup, and I wear it whenever. So you could use this for grocery shopping. You don't have to be going out to do dramatic makeup. I love makeup. All right, so I've got that on the lower lash line. Now we want to go in with a pencil brush, and I want to smoke it out, but not like a lot, just because I've got so much going on now, and I have small eyes. If you have big eyes, feel free to like smoke out the lower lash line as much as you want, but I don't have big eyes. So I'm gonna go in with Warm Taupe, just the color we started with, on a pencil brush, and just kind of blend that out a little bit. All right, so that's all I'm gonna do for that. Now all we have to do is highlight our brow bone and our inner corner highlight. So I think I'm just gonna use, because I want something really light, so I'm just gonna go in with Strobe, which is this highlight in my Tarte palette. I'm gonna put that up there. All right, guys, that, oh, we need mascara. So I'm gonna take some of this Thrive mascara, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that in my lower lash line. Okay, guys, so this is the look I created. I hope you guys like it. I really love it. These are some of my favorite types of looks. I've not used the Makeup Geek glitter before. I really like it. I had the Too Faced glitter that came with that Nikki Tutorials collection a while ago, and I haven't used a lot of it because it's a really small container, and I love that glue. So when I saw this one by Makeup Geek, I loved it. They're very similar but slightly different. The Makeup Geek seems a little bit more silver, whereas this one isn't quite as silver. They're still very similar. So if you liked this and you want something similar, this Makeup Geek Sparkler in Milky Way is really similar. But yeah, the glitter is really pretty. I love it. So yeah, guys, subscribe to this channel and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Thanks, guys. Bye.